puzzle. Don't be fitting. There is no fitting in this environment. Stand out, speak up. And today we're going to stand out and speak up because I have a very interesting guest today. In fact, this topic is very interesting. Okay, this is love, and we know that the entire world, is run by love. And I don't want to be religious or anything, but I'm a Christian, and I don't apologize for that. But this show is not about Christianity today. But they tell us, the Bible that I read tells me that Jesus Christ died for me because he loved me so much. So the existence of humanity, or my existence, started from love. Okay. And also, how do we come into the world? Okay, love, or it should be love that brings us to the world. But sometimes we know that it's not because of different circumstances or situations. But naturally, it should be love that brings us into the world. So today we are talking about love. Let's talk about love, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that make me. Let's talk about love. Okay, my sister, are you ready to talk about love?
Yes, I am, Lydia.
Are you in love or you're a single lady?
I'm a single lady.
You're a single lady?
Yes.
This beauty, you're single?
Yes,
Come
I am.
on, stop denying men. Why are you single?
I'm currently taking applications.
You're taking... I love that. You're taking applications.
Yeah, so if you have someone in mind, let me know.
Okay. Guys, my sister here is taking applications. But before we get to the application part of it, introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you, Linda. Thank you for having me at your show.
Yes.
I'm really grateful, thanks to God. My name is Alice Jambi. I'm from Kenya and I live in London. I have 2 children, a girl and a boy. My daughter is 25 and my son is 21.
Wow. You have a 25-year-old daughter.
Yes, I have.
And you know, the funny thing is, just the minute you say you have children,
Yes.
somebody just wants to assume you're a missus.
Exactly.
Because
yes.
I have children as well.
Okay.
And immediately I say, I have 3 girls, men
Yes.
especially, or women who are in marriage.
Yes.
They assume straight away that you're a missus.
That's
and I'm
true.
like, seriously? I don't have to be a missus just because
Yes.
I've got children.
No, it's true.
But going back to your singleness,
Yes.
so you're a single lady. So should you say all the single ladies? All the single ladies?
Yes, you should. Yes.
So tell us, is it single by choice or?
Well, as you know, I have children, so I
Yes.
didn't have children on my own.
Exactly.
But I just tell you a little bit about myself, just a little bit. So I had someone, we were not married. It was the come we stay, you know,
Yes.
them days.
Yes.
But the funny thing is, we never talked about marriage.
Okay.
We never talked about the future. We were living in the now, and that's it. So
Okay.
we had children. We never talked about marriage, and then it didn't work out. And so we parted ways. And since then, I've been single.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I know this wasn't meant to be the way the interview was supposed to go. But
Okay.
don't worry.
Yes.
We'll come back. We'll
That's
get
fine.
out, come back,
Yeah,
provided
of
we're
course.
still within the love circle,
Yes,
right?
of course.
Good. So don't tense it. Oh my God, where did that come from?
No.
So I like what you just said, living in the now, right? And I was the same.
Okay.
And I was with this person, the father of my children, for 17 years.
Wow.
And just like you said, we
Yes.
never discussed about marriage.
Yes.
It was just let's stay and everything.
Yes.
But now, with age as well, I've realized that if you're entering a relationship now, you have from the beginning,
Yes.
you have to state what you want.
Of course. I agree.
So if the other person is not on the same length wave with you,
Yes.
then take the next ship.
Exactly,
Because there's a lot of ships actually. There's a lot of ships waiting.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's
take
true.
the next ship.
Yes.
So do you agree that? Because I know some people are always scared to say that, oh, what if I say that I want marriage and he runs away or she runs away? What if I say this? Do you think immediately you meet someone, you should tell them that I'm in this for marriage? That is if you want marriage. Or
Yes,
some people
yes,
don't want
of
it,
course.
and that's 100% okay with them.
Yes.
But if you're someone who wants marriage, you just don't want relationship, or this is what you want, this is what, do you think the first day you meet someone is okay to just spring that on them?
Yes, of course. Because, like I said, in the past, like when I was in my 20s dating, it was the sort of thing, you're looking for a tall, handsome, physique guy. I think also so that your friends can acknowledge him or say, oh, you've got a handsome guy.
Wow.
Yeah, but now that I'm 51, by the way.
Wow,
Yes.
girlfriend.
So from the age of 50, if I meet someone, I'm going to say, if you don't put a ring on my finger, I'm not even coming to your house.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how at 50 I should be so confident and do what I want, not what society thinks or what my parents think. If I want marriage, I'm going to say to the guy from day one, I want marriage. If you are not up for marriage, then we don't even need to start this relationship, because I'm not going to get my heart broken when I'm at 50, no way.
Yes.
So I'm going to say, this is what I want marriage. And if you don't want, then you're free to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because we're actually here talking about over 50 plus.
Yes.
So we don't want to talk about the young ones and everything,
Yes.
which of course we can as well.
Yeah.
And I think that should be a topic for another day, because that is where we go wrong, especially
Yes.
when we're young like that.
Yes.
And you're thinking, oh, if I tell him this or if I tell her this, she or he will leave me.
Yes.
So let me just don't say it.
Yes,
And then
exactly.
you end up staying 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, children. And then you're thinking, what am I doing with myself?
Yes.
And then now, by the time we now start discussing marriage, the guy is not interested anymore,
Yeah.
or the girl is not interested anymore.
Yes.
They've all found the different direction that they want, the ways they want to go. And then
That's
you're
true.
like, you've been living in this relationship for such a long time
Yeah.
without even getting married. And
Yes,
everything.
exactly.
And that as well, I'm going to add this, and don't judge me, but I'll judge you. That as well is fornication. So you're living with somebody for all these
No,
years.
it's true. It's
That's
true.
also fornication.
true.
So we're still living in sin.
Yes.
Don't live in sin, guys.
Yes.
And I think setting what you want from day one is very, very important.
Yeah.
I was watching this Lynn Googie show,
Okay.
and it was so interesting that this woman, just last year, just
Yes.
1 year, she came to the show and she spoke about how she's single, how she's this, and not knowing that when she was talking about that, someone was actually watching her.
Oh.
1 year later, these guys are married, and when they got into the relationship, the man
Oh.
told the lady from day one, you're gonna be my wife, I want marriage. And the
Wow.
girl was like, and the guy was he was what he wanted from day one.
Yes.
He said, this is what I want.
Yes,
You
that's
understand?
true.
And that's what he got.
Yes.
And because he knew what he wanted, he was so intentional with what he wanted from
Yes.
day one. So I think it's very, very important for us to do that.
Yes.
And the other thing I wanted to say,
Okay.
and probably this will rub some people badly, whatever. I feel like sometimes the reason why, sometimes, not that always, the reason why we don't really get love or people who love us and will value us as well is the fact that, let's say, example now, the event you're doing, which I'll
Yes.
come to.
Yeah.
I'm leaving my house thinking I'm going to get a man.
Yes.
I'm going to get a
That's
woman.
true. That's true.
not how it works.
No, no.
Because love just gets you when you're minding your own business.
Exactly,
You're
exactly.
just minding your own business. Like that woman,
Yes.
when she was doing her show, she did not know even 1% in her brain that somebody is watching and thinking, you're my future wife, actually.
Wow.
You're my future wife.
Wow.
She didn't know that. She was
Yes.
just saying her things, how she's single, she's whatever she was going through.
Yes.
Someone was admiring her. So this is just an advice, ladies, especially ladies. We're
Yeah,
talking about
no, it's
ladies,
true, yes.
mostly especially ladies. Don't leave your house thinking, I'm going to this event, I'm going to this wedding,
Yes.
I'm going to church, mosque, work, wherever you're going, I'm
Yeah.
going to get a man.
No.
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It might sometimes,
Yes.
but most of the time, the best relationships as when you just don't have, you have no clue.
Yes.
Just comes knocking your door,
Yes.
right?
That's true.
So, single lady.
Oh.
Single
By the way,
lady.
I forgot to ask you. Are you single?
Am I single?
Yes. I forgot to ask.
That is a tricky question.
Oh, no.
Why would you ask me that?
I want to know. I mean, the audience wants to know as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if anybody wants to know that question.
I want to know.
Oh, you want to know?
Yes.
Triple Jojo needs to help me answer this, but I'll say I'm single,
Okay.
but I'm happy. I'm single, but I'm not available.
Oh.
If you know what I mean.
Okay.
I'm single, but I'm not available.
Okay.
I'm single and I'm happy
Okay.
at the space that I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah. So please, nobody should come to my inbox. Just like My friend, I have a friend called Marge. She lives in Germany.
Yeah.
Anytime I put that flyer over 50 plus, she said, nobody should go to Lydia's inbox.
Okay.
Leave her alone. She's single and happy.
Okay.
So that's where we are at right now. Are you?
Okay.
Is that a good answer for you?
No, that's a good answer.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Okay, now I want to ask you. I know you're doing an event
Yeah.
over 50 plus, right?
Yes.
What actually inspired you to do an event like that? Because to be honest, this is the first time I'm seeing something like that.
Yes.
And I know that when you actually took it out, a lot of people are like complaining and saying, what about us 30s? What about 40s?
Yeah.
So what just inspired you to do over 50 plus?
What inspired me was, like I said, I have children. They're out there doing their stuff. And then I found myself at home, like on the weekends or in the evening, I'm all alone. Okay, I'll talk to my friends like every day, but then when you stop talking to your friends, I found myself that I was alone. So sometimes I would feel like I'm lonely, or I need someone to talk to besides my children, besides my friends or my family. And obviously the other person that I could talk to is a man, yeah?
Yes.
So I thought, and we were joking with my friends, and we were joking and saying, we should start a 50 plus group.
Yes.
But it was like a joke, yeah?
Yes.
And then one Sunday, I remember in November, I asked my friend, how do you start a group? And we went on WhatsApp and said, create group. And that's how it started.
Really?
Yeah. As simple as that.
Oh my God, that is so funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you just went to, okay, now that was a group that you started, which is okay, that's a group. But now my question is, why over 50 plus? Because you could have started a group and do an event called Mix and Match, an event called Tango Me, an event called In the Park, whatever. But why over 50 plus?
I feel like the people 50 plus can be a bit isolated. So we wanted to do an event that can sort of community building for the isolated people.
Yes.
And also for people that share similar interests. So if I did, for example, an event from maybe 18 to 50, to whatever age, when we come to this event, we wanted to create a group that would sort of feel at ease with each other. You've got similar life experiences. We can talk about, for example, our
Same
children,
mindset.
Your career goals, retirement, you know, things like that.
Oh God,
Please.
stop talking of retirement. You make us feel old. What's wrong?
No, it's not old. When
Don't
we
talk of
retire,
retirement right now.
When we retire, we are going to go on holiday. You're
Okay,
not
now
gonna
if
be
you put it
sitting
that
at
way,
home.
if you put it that way, I like that.
We won't be sitting at home. We'll be
Rocking the chairs like this, that I wish I
playing
had.
bingo.
Or playing bingo. Alice, come on.
No.
Yes.
No, we'll be going on holiday, away with the girls, or whoever you meet, spas, you know, spoil yourself. Things that you didn't have time.
Yes,
especially for like single people that, you know, didn't have a partner when they were raising their children. I think once you reach 50, you want to then have time for yourself and do the things that you couldn't have done, you know.
And you just want a companionship.
Yes,
really.
yeah.
Okay, wow. But don't you think that, because I know that ish, you know I'm a Luo. It always comes out sometimes. So discuss on, okay? So we were having that discussion the other day, and people are like, yeah, but you know, over 50, especially women again, it's always easier for men to get into relationships than women. Do you agree?
No, I don't think it's easier for men as well, because I was talking to someone and they were telling me about, for example, the relationships they've been into, and men are also hurting. I think sometimes we think that it's only women that are hurting from a relationship, from a broken relationship or whatever, but the man is hurting as well, and they're also looking for
love.
Yeah, for love.
Yes.
But I won't talk too much about men because
You're not a man,
so I don't know.
So we need to bring a man.
Yes, next time we should.
Next time we should bring a man to come and tell us.
Yes.
From their own point of view, what they feel.
Yes.
But okay, but what about women? And okay, when we're talking, let's just pose that on the men part.
Okay.
Because I was talking to my producer, because of course he's a man.
Yes.
And he loved this topic, and he was like, "Let me tell you from a man angle." That I don't know that this is true or not, because he's a man. I'm not a man.
Yes.
So he said that men enter into relationship. The first time they enter into a relationship is more of a last thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're lasting for that woman, and then now when they enter into the relationship,
Yes.
that's when it now grows into something different. So probably now when they fall in love with that person,
Yes.
And so I was like, so what makes you fall in love with the person if you didn't know? And then he said,
Yes.
it's a character. Your character will make a man fall in love with you.
Yes.
And if also you have vision, you have direction, you're a focused person. But if you're just there, all you want to do is probably just take the money, just lazy around. You're
Yes.
somebody who has no vision, and you don't. If somebody asks you, so in 5 years' time, where do you want to be?
Yeah.
You don't even know. You start thinking. You shouldn't be thinking, especially if you're over 50.
That's
you
true.
should
Yeah,
know.
no,
you should
that's
know.
true. Yes.
You should know. So that was really a nice thing for my producer to tell me, because
Yes.
I didn't really know that from the
Okay.
man perspective.
Yeah.
So now I'm asking you now, what is it from a woman perspective?
I think for me personally, I think I would base my answers on my personal experience,
Yeah.
because I'm not an expert in this area.
Yes.
So for me, I think even before a man like says they love me, I think for me the first thing I look out for is respect. Like I want the man to respect me. And then love, I think, will fall into that once
Yes.
they respect me.
Yes.
And then also, for example, I think you also need a man that is understanding, because sometimes men can be, if, for example, I say to a guy, I'm going out with my friends, some of them are like insecure or they don't trust you.
Yes.
So you have to trust as well, has to be a part of it. Yeah, so I think, but for me, the main one is respect. You have to really
the main one
respect.
is respect.
Yeah.
Okay, I think especially with women, most women who say, you've said respect, but most
Yes.
women would say they want love first before respect. But I
Yeah.
know most men would say they want respect first before love.
Okay.
It's always the other way. There's a
Yeah.
book I read, Men Desire Respect,
Okay.
Women Desire Love. But again, it's not the same brush with everybody.
Yeah.
You know, like you, now you deserve respect
Yeah.
first. Personally, I deserve love.
Okay.
If that was me, love me first,
Love me
and
first.
then everything else will fall on.
Okay.
But I know we are in the same group, and we were discussing this as well.
Yes.
And we were talking about over 50 women again. Do you think, or probably men as well, do you think they're vulnerable in the fact that most of women who are over 50, they're desperately looking for love, or they're desperately looking for somebody to love them out there?
Yes.
And because of that, they end up getting men who are users.
Yes.
Men who just see that, oh yeah, she's over 50, she's desperate, she wants somebody, and then they come and they're in a relationship with you because of what they think
Yes.
they can get.
Yes.
Not what they can get, because they don't really know your bank account details,
Exactly,
they don't really
yes.
know who you are, they don't even know what you have.
Yes.
But just seeing you and thinking, I can milk that.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So do you think a lot of women get themselves into that because it's all over the news, even stories on internet where women over 50 or 60 or let's say older women have fallen into trap of young boys, especially if the boy is younger
yes.
than you.
Oh, yes, yes.
So what would you say about that?
Yeah, because I think when you are desperate, and here comes a guy saying, oh, I love you. Every morning he's waking up, oh, hello, my love, how are you? I love you. Like 10 times during the day he's telling that to you, and you're over 50. I think you're going to mistake it for the real love. Because I think, for example, for love, I don't think you have to keep telling me you love me, you love me. I want action.
Yes,
So,
action.
Yes, action. Yes.
I love that word.
Yes. And
Action they don't have.
Yeah. I need action, not just words, you know, just saying I love you, but no action. So, for example, what do I mean by action? You could, for example, like buy me flowers or take me to a restaurant without saying, oh, you know, I forgot my card.
Yes, I forgot my card. I don't have money.
Yes, so, but it's true. Women over 50 can be very vulnerable, and people can use them, especially when you're thinking. For example, in this group, the 50+ group,
Yes.
when we said, oh, it's for singles, women could mistakenly say, oh, the men that are here are genuine.
Yes,
But not
exactly.
necessarily so.
Not necessarily.
Yes, so they could be men who are out there to use them. So I think women, we have to be really, really careful before even like going out on a date with someone. Because it's very easy to fall into that trap of, oh, he really loves me.
Yes.
You know? Yeah, so women, we have to be really careful.
We have to be careful.
Yeah.
I know, because I don't know what it is. It's like also, this will also happen to girls who are probably at the age of 29, 30, probably between 29 and 35 there, because they're thinking, oh my God, my clock is ticking. I want to have a baby. So they'll just go with any man that they think that, oh, let me just go and have a child, because they're thinking, oh, I want to have a child, and I don't care if the person is going to stay or not. But do you think that is a good thinking?
No, it's not. Because if you go with the intention of just having a child with this man, if that man doesn't love you, he's going to leave you.
Yes,
and you're going to end up being heartbroken, and then you're going to end up being a single mom. Because, you know, I believe, Lydia, actually, I'm also a Christian, and I believe there's no way God created us to be single.
Yeah, to be alone.
Yeah, to be alone, you know. I think there's someone out there for all everyone. It's just that we haven't met them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think you should be desperate. Don't worry about the clock ticking. I mean, some people have children even at the age of 50.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even a 70-year-old woman gave it birth.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
And then a 7-year-old woman also got married.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
She was so beautiful.
Beautiful.
Wow.
I know.
I want to look like that when I get to 70.
No, it's true.
I want to look like that. So I should start joining the gym.
I think you should.
Gym, eat well.
Eat well.
But you look nice. Come on. You don't need a gym. I do. You look nice.
No, you don't.
Okay, so just to say thank you so much to everybody who is watching. Somebody say, Babu Rufai was like, yeah, we want to know, are you single or not? And because I said I'm single and not available, somebody say, how can you be single and not available? Somebody say, yeah, because she's taken. Oh my God. And someone said, thank you very much. Someone said, yes, Alice is very, very focused. I know several who found love. Somebody said they know several people who found, and actually, this one as well is out there. So anything that is out there, we can actually talk about it.
Yes.
We have our Mayor Kaneve, who got married at the age of 50.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And she is super duper happy.
Yes.
She is so happy. And I don't know if you attended her wedding. I think you were there. Oh, you didn't?
No, I don't think I did.
Our wedding was super. Oh. It was humongous. Wow. It was a lot of people came and it was so beautiful. So you can actually, a lot of people do get, and the man genuinely loves her, so he's not a man that will use her. But I'm only saying for especially women who enter a relationship with probably younger people than them, we have to be very careful. What's their intention? Why are they here? Why are they lovey? No action, like you say, they have to have action, because words is just words. Yes. You can love your dog, for crying out loud. You can love your dog or your cat or your car.
No, it's true. It's true.
So, but if there's no action, then step out.
Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah.
There's a lot of people who are waiting.
Yes.
Yeah. So the other thing I wanted to ask as well. I know that you're having an event.
Yes.
So on the day, which is on the 3rd of February.
Yes.
What is your expectation, really? Is this event a matchmaking? Is it where Lydia is going to get her future husband? What is it?
No, so the event on the 3rd of February 2024, what we want to get out of this event, first of all, is enjoyment and entertainment. So we are going to have like a 3-course meal, and then we are going to have dancing. So it's all about fun, but we also want to socialize and have connections. So if on this day, we're also hoping we can make friends and then potentially form a romantic relationship with whoever we meet on that night, hopefully.
Yes.
And then also we are going to have, like, because it's Valentine's, we are going to have like a romantic ambience.
Wow.
It's going to be really, really beautiful.
Romantic ambience.
Yes.
Wow. I'm in for that, guys. I'm in for romance anytime.
Yes. So the decorations, the music, and then we're going to create such a special atmosphere. And then also we want to create a memorable experience. So when people leave that day, we want it to be in their minds always, and then we can hopefully do it like annually. Yeah, so, yeah.
Okay, so this is something that you want to be doing annually. It's not
Yeah.
just a one day off
No,
event.
no, it's not a one-off. This is the first one. And actually, I've never been to a Valentine's dinner and dance before in my life. So
Yes.
this will be the first time maybe for most people and for me as well. So, but I believe it's going to be really good.
Okay.
Yes.
So everybody who is attending the event, are they
Yes.
over 50, or somebody who is not over 50 is allowed to come? Who is somebody who is under? Because I know that is a question that I've had people asking, that, or can we come if we are not over 50?
I think
Are they allowed?
I think because it's the first time we're having this event, I think we will not limit it to just over 50. So if you're under 50 and you want to come, you can come and have fun. Because obviously we have our group, which is for the 50 plus. So that's where we get our socializing. But for the event, because it's a first one as well, so I don't think we are going to limit it. So if someone under 50 wants to come, fine. Because really, actually, we have a problem. So
So we have a problem. What's
Yes.
the problem?
so let's say you're 50
Yes.
and you're a guy. You don't want to date someone over 50. You might want to date somebody younger than 50.
Why?
So-
Why? Why?
Well, because
rephrase that. That if you're 50 years old, if you're a man who is 50 years old, you don't want to date somebody who is over 50.
yeah,
Why?
because okay, I don't know if this is true, but they say that women mature quickly than men. So they say when you're looking for someone, there should be a gap, especially for a woman. If I'm 50, I should not date a 50-year-old. I should date maybe 54 going up. Because we mature very quickly than men. Sorry, men,
I
but-
disagree with that point, because so what you're trying to tell me is if a man, right? So a man is 50.
Yes.
That man should not date a woman who is 50 plus. Okay?
I don't know if they want to do that. They might prefer a younger person. So
Okay.
so this is like contradicting, because the group says 50 plus.
Yes.
So if a man is 50 and say, but I want to date a 45 or
45-year-old.
you know, then I don't know what we are going to do. And then I think for women it's fine.
But your event,
yes.
there's no thinking that, oh God, what am I going to do? Because your event is not an event of you're not love matching here.
No,
it's
no,
not
no,
about love
no,
matching. It's
no,
just about coming, socializing, networking,
yes.
getting to talk to people who are probably the same mindset, because you're the same age gap or age group or
Yes.
age bracket.
Yes.
That is what it is.
Yeah.
So even if a man comes and the man is over 50, maybe 51 to say, for argument's sake, and all the women are 50 plus,
Yes.
I don't think you should feel like, oh, I just wanted a young lady.
Yeah.
I wanted a 35-year-old or a 40-year-old. I mean, it doesn't run.
Okay.
But now going back to where you say,
Yes.
so now coming to women. So would you say it's okay for a woman who is 50, right, to date a guy who is maybe on their 30s?
Personally, no.
Okay. Why not?
Because I think, okay, I know some people mature. You could find like a 35-year-old guy who is very mature, even better than a 55-year-old guy. But for me personally, if I was to date someone like that, I'll feel like they're too young for me. I'll feel like it's my son. I'll be saying,
Chipo Jojo, come here and help me. You feel like he's your son,
yeah,
but
I'll be
your son.
asking him, have you eaten? Have you washed your clothes? You need a haircut, you know, all this.
Oh my God! Please stop killing me. Somebody said, wow, somebody said age is just a number.
Okay.
In fact, a lot of people have just said age is just a number. Not all guys necessarily want to date older women. And yes, you can find love even at 70.
Yes.
Probably in Kenya, we need to organize ours. Yes, somebody say that.
Yeah.
How I wish the event was being held here in Kenya. Sorry, guys. in Kenya, you can do yours as well, and we'll support you. Actually, I'll
Yeah.
actually come. I'll fly to Kenya for that event.
Oh, nice.
So you guys organize it.
Yes.
But not to find a man, please.
Yeah.
And then not all men. Okay, that I've already again. Elizabeth Kangede. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth Kangede, for being here, because we know you got married at 50, and you're
Yes.
very, very happy, and your husband truly loves you, and you love each other. So we can see that. May I also say age is just a number. Okay, and then somebody said, and younger guys might genuinely want to date older women too, which is true.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah. So let me even ask you something. So
Yes.
if you're praying, I don't know if you pray for a husband.
Yes, I
Because
do.
I know I did pray for a husband.
No, I do.
And in fact, I changed my prayer pattern. I
Okay.
stopped praying for a husband. I
Okay.
started praying for God to change me so that somebody can see me as a wife material.
Okay.
You understand? Because
That's beautiful.
if a woman, and that's just me again, if a woman start praying for God, give me a husband, and then you get a husband,
Yeah.
and you're not even ready for this husband,
Yeah.
you're not even a woman who can be married, because we know some women are not married material. Some men
Yes.
too are not married men. They just, their head is everywhere. They're not
Yeah.
ready to settle down. So, but I think we should change our prayers, because I did change
Yes.
our prayers, and I say, God, change me so that a man can see me as a marriage material,
Okay.
that I can actually make a good wife.
Okay, that's a good prayer.
Yeah, because then you're changing yourself.
That's true.
And you're praying for yourself rather than
Yes.
praying for someone you don't even know.
Yes, yes.
So if God drops hot dead guy, and he has everything, he has ticked all the boxes apart from the age box.
Okay.
For you, right? God fearing man,
Yes.
handsome guy, tall and whatever. He has his career, he has his future, he's focused, he has potential, he's wealthy. I wouldn't say rich, because richness are things that disappear. So
Yeah,
he's a
of
wealthy
course.
guy. Okay, he has it all, right? Probably at your age you didn't want children, so the
No.
guy too don't want children. So everything you want, he wants. But the only box is he's young. Would you say no?
Yes, I would say no. You know why? Because maybe at that time when he met me or saw me, maybe I was looking good, and then obviously I'm older than him, so I'm going to start getting older, and then maybe at one point he's going to start looking, oh, she's good, she's really getting old now.
So is that your fear? Would that be your fear if that was to happen? That maybe 10 years or 15 years later you're getting older than him?
Yeah, and then he might feel, and then he might start saying, or change his mind and say, oh, I want to have children, and you already said you don't want. Actually, that's one point, Lydia, as well. When you go into a relationship from day one, okay, I used to be on dating websites, and they didn't work. Because on my profile, I would say, I'm 51, 2 children, I don't want any children.
Yes.
Once you go on a date, the man starts saying, oh, do you think we should have children? You see, so men can easily change. So this 35-year-old might change and say, oh, I want to have a child now. And
What
then,
if they have their own children already?
okay. I think personally the answer is no. I wouldn't date a younger guy. Yeah, that's just me. I know people don't have a problem with that. I mean, some people, even like celebrities, they date younger guys all the time.
Because I love a guardian angel, the wife Esther.
Oh, yes.
And she's almost 20 years older than him.
Wow.
But I just love that couple. And looking at them, and to be honest, because women, to be honest, if I look at that relationship, I don't see any time that Esther will be older than and Gabriel will start saying, "Oh, now you're older. I don't want to be with you." For me personally, I think age is just a number.
Okay. Would you date somebody younger?
100%. What do you mean?
Okay.
I'll date and marry. What do you mean?
Okay.
A younger guy, anytime. In fact, my preference, right? Because we do talk about preferences. Because there's a day I spoke about, would I date a white man? Would I date a black man? But for me, I said my preference. Not that I hate that person or anything. Just my preference, right?
What you like.
Like even in tribe, we have tribes. Of course, in Kenya, we have more than 42 different tribes.
Yes.
And I can say, I don't want to date this tribe. I don't want to date this tribe. Okay?
Yes.
And I've actually did say that.
Okay.
Before that, I don't want to date this tribe.
Yes.
And my preference, my little boxes that I take, I want a younger guy. I don't want to date no older guy.
Oh.
Exactly. And I want a guy who, because we do have older men who are not, they don't even know what maturity,
No,
they don't
true.
even know
No,
the name of maturity.
Yes,
That is
you're
not
right.
even in their dictionary.
No, that's so true, yes.
And then we have younger men.
Yeah.
If I look at Gabriel now, I
Yeah.
think he's 33 or 30
Wow.
something. The guy looks,
Yes.
talks, everything he does
Yes.
is mature. You understand?
Yes.
And I can get a 53-year-old
Yes.
who doesn't even.
No, it's true. I think it depends with someone. I mean, if you're happy dating a younger guy, I guess it's fine.
I'm happy, 100%.
Okay.
Not just dating, up to marrying.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and staying, but not having children, no.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no.
That part we're closed.
Yeah, very
right?
close.
So someone said, I don't know what Elizabeth said, that's a no. I don't know what that was. Maybe we said something and she said that's a no. And then I think love has nothing to do with the age. If the love is true, which is, yeah, I agree with you. Thumbs up. Yay.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like your own son, too young. Elizabeth Kangede came back and said, Elizabeth Kangede, you're now contradicting us here because you say age is just a number and then you come back and say too young. Come on. So I need to hear your mind, Elizabeth. So come back again and give us another one.
Yeah.
And somebody said, whoa, seriously? Okay, yeah. And then Lucy Shiko is watching and Alice is, whoa, what happened? Harmonious, you're harmonious, humble, nice, looking good. Yes, prayers should be God to give you the right man to marry you, and also pray for your own preparedness to settle. So that's, again, it is true where is praying for God to give you a good husband, and also pray for you to be a good wife.
Yes.
I was a bit late, but we'll catch up. So John Joroge, you're a bit late. Hey, buy your ticket, come to the event.
Yes, please.
Get a younger person, because we do have young people who are going to come.
Of course.
Get crashers, because the event is not theirs.
Yes.
So they get crashers, but they are welcomed.
Yes.
Okay? My dear, even at your age, you will still look beautiful. Exactly. Yeah. Lydia, bring that young man who has everything to me. Lydia, bring the young man. Somebody said, bring the young man. Yeah, Elizabeth said marrying a young guy to her, it's a no.
Okay.
Yeah, the age gap is too wide. It's 50 to 30.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's what Gabrielle did, and she is truly happy.
No, it's true.
And for me, again, it's not about the age. To be honest, it's about if the person ticks all the boxes that I want. So, do you think again that we should, because this is also something that people say, oh, that's why we don't get love. That's why you're too rigid. You're too serious. You're too this.
Yes.
Do you think we should have boxes?
Yes, of course, we should. But, okay, there are some boxes I think at the age of 50 you should remove. The box I'm talking about is, when we were younger, we used to say tall, dark, and handsome. I think at the age of 50, we have to remove that.
Okay, wait. Tall, dark, and handsome. That's when you're 20, right?
Yeah, when
20s to 30.
Yes.
Between 20 and 30.
Yes.
It's tall, dark, and handsome.
Yes.
Okay, and then from 30 to 40?
I'm not sure. Maybe it still applies.
Okay, guys, help us here. So from so we're here, we're stuck a little bit. So we have from 20 to 30, all they're thinking is tall, dark, and handsome.
Yes.
What about
and physique as
and
well.
physique? Yeah, that is 20 to 30, six-pack. They're looking for six-pack.
Yes.
Okay, so when we get to 30 to 40, guys, what do you think women are looking for? What are the boxes they're ticking between 30 and 40? I think, personally, between 30 and 40, they are looking for children.
Yeah.
At that time, if they don't have children, they're just like their body. I just want to have a child. I want to have a child. So if a woman is craving for a child so bad, what man do you think they'll go for?
Any man.
Any man.
Yeah. So
at that time, there's no box.
Man. No, any man.
Any man that comes along, there's no box.
Yes, there's no box.
It's from 20 to 45. Oh, 20 to 45.
Okay.
Tall, dark, and handsome. Damn, they're wasting their life. 45, you're still
45.
looking for tall, dark, and handsome. By the way, those guys don't exist.
No, not at all.
They don't exist.
They don't.
Maybe 2%. and
Yes.
probably those 2% are taken.
Yes.
So
They're married.
they're married, innit? Yeah, of course they're married.
course,
So
they're
start
married.
looking at your box and
Yes.
change it. So somebody said, yes, that would be nice. Don't forget to send me an invite.
Okay.
And a very interesting conversation. And put God first.
Yes.
Good luck.
Yes.
Age is a number.
Okay.
I love these people saying age
Yes.
is a number. Because me too, age is a number. I don't
know.
care.
No, it's true. It's true.
Okay, and then, but I know that there is insecurities, of
Yeah,
course.
of
If you get a younger guy,
Yes.
there's so much insecurities because
Yeah.
you'll be thinking what you just said,
Yes.
like, oh, what if I'm this, and they start thinking, oh, now you look older and blah blah
Yeah.
blah. But I think if there is action of love, like you said, you rightfully said action.
Yeah.
But I think if there is no that, then
Yes.
probably that will make a woman start feeling insecure and
That's
start feeling
true.
that, are you just here to use me?
Yes.
Why are you with me? And everything.
Yes.
So, somebody said, somebody said they will come to get crash.
Ooh.
I will come to get crash for sure. Let's have a few boxes to tick on our choices.
Okay.
And then somebody said between 30 and 40, any male.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
So
Between 30 and 40,
Yeah,
anybody.
any.
Because right at that time, I'm just looking for
a child.
a child. So I don't
Yes.
really care if the person ticks the boxes or not.
Yes.
A great discussion, Madam Lydia Tetolet and Anne. Thank you so much. 40 to 50, any male breathing. Wow.
Oh,
Okay,
my
so we
God.
are there. 40 to 50, any male
Any male
breathing.
breathing.
We're taking. Okay, so 20 to 30. What's that TDH? What does that mean?
Tall, dark, and handsome?
Oh, tall, dark. See, you know that. I didn't know
Yes.
that. Okay, so 20 to 30, tall, dark, and handsome. 40 to 50, no, 30 to 40, tall, dark, and money.
Ooh.
Okay. Now we're talking about money here. So 30 to 40, tall, dark, and money.
Yes.
And then over 40, tall, dark, and whatever.
Yes.
Whatever counts.
Anything.
So what about 50 plus? So guys, give us 50 plus. Let's see what's over 50 plus. And then though they're married, you're
Yes.
right, like myself. Okay. Oh, so he's married. Okay.
Okay.
And then how many women 28 and 42 can they get married? How about women 28 and men 42, can they get married? To you now. That question is to you because you're the one talking about
So,
age
so
here.
the woman
I'm
is
fine.
28?
So the woman is 28.
Yeah.
The guy is 42.
Yes.
Can they get married?
Yes.
So why? Why are you saying yes to the man and not saying yes to the woman?
Because I actually there's this guy, I watched this program, and this guy I think was in his 70 or 80, and he married a 30-year-old, and actually they are really in love. He's very old and she's very young, but they're really in love.
Okay.
So that one works because the guy is now so mature. He's so mature.
I so disagree with you.
No, if you're 28 and he's 42, he might be
It's,
mature.
no, the guy, the lady is asking, the girl is 20, the woman is 28 and the guy is 42.
Yes.
So it's okay for them to get married,
Yes.
according to you as
Yeah,
well.
according to me, yes.
So why is it, if they flip it the other way around, why is it not okay with you?
I think because, you know, I have a son and I have a daughter.
So-
So I sort of see men, women are very different. Men and women are very different. Like
Okay.
women, seriously, they mature so fast. Even I can see from my daughter and my son. I think I don't think it can work when the guy is you're so young. For me, I don't
It
think.
can work. Look at the president of France. Do you know about the president of France? How old is the woman and how old is the president of France?
But
And
those guys have money. Like,
so it's about money now.
if you have money, sometimes money can change things, you know.
You're making me laugh.
No, it's true.
That's a patriarchy world, a world that men are the ones that decide what is happening.
Yes,
Because
no.
this is a society that women are not either allowed, a society, when I say society, I mean the
Yes.
whole planet. Women are not allowed to succeed to this certain level.
Yes.
Women are not allowed to marry young men.
Yes.
Women are not allowed to do this. But that is a world of the rules that men have created.
No, it's true.
And
It's
we, as women, are adapting to those rules
Yes.
because we think that that is the right way. But it's not, because why is it okay for a man to marry a younger woman, but it's not okay for a woman to marry a younger man?
Yeah, no, I know.
The president of France today, look at
Yeah.
how happy they are. You
I
can't say
know.
they're not happy. And they've been married for years.
Yes, no, it's true. It's true.
So I just want you to, I'm not projecting my own thoughts to you on you. I'm not projecting them, but I just want you
Yes.
to look at it like, if a man can do it,
Yes.
why is it that it's not okay for a woman to do it?
I think if the woman is happy, if you're happy with this guy who is younger than you, and like you said, he ticks all the boxes, then for that particular relationship, it's fine.
Yeah, because if you're saying that the son, the young boy can be like your son, the young girl can be like her daughter too.
True, true. No, that's true. I don't know. I think it's the way society has, it's like made it to look like that. Like,
Yes, it's a society
yeah.
built by men.
Yes, no.
So men want to take their cake and enjoy it and eat it and do everything, but women are not allowed.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, look at that woman. She's a witch. She's a prostitute. She's this.
I
Look at how
know.
much they abused Esther when she
Yes.
got married to Gabriel. But how many men do it and it's okay?
No, it's true. No, it's true.
Do you understand?
They even have like 3 wives, I don't know, 4 wives.
Yeah,
but
they
if you
even-
had 4 guys.
If a woman is even found cheating, that woman is a prostitute.
Yes.
But men do it all the time.
Yeah,
But
they
why
do.
is it? Because it's a world of men making the rules.
Yes.
And they want the rules. And then we women, we adapt to the rules and we
Yes.
live by the rules.
No, that's true.
So
Yeah,
that
it's not
thing of,
fair.
because you're not the first person to say that, and they say, oh, if it's a man, it's okay.
Yes.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
Yes.
We're all human, so we are all allowed to feel the love. So
Yeah.
if a young guy came to me, and by the way, I can date a young man. I
Of
don't have a
course you
problem with
can,
that.
of course.
If a young man came to me and we are totally in love, I wouldn't say no because he's a young guy.
Okay.
Because if a young girl gets married to a 70-year-old,
Yeah. And
why
society
can't
is
it be
okay
the other
with
way?
that. Yeah.
And society
No,
is okay with that. But if it's a woman, they will abuse this woman.
I know.
Treat her like rubbish.
Yes.
Call her grandma. Call her shosho. Call her all
yes,
names.
No, it's true.
Let me read the things people are saying anyway. So I come back to you. And how about so you answered Neema Grace that it's okay for a woman who is 28 to get married to a man who is 42.
Yeah.
It's okay with you, right?
With me,
Okay.
yes.
It's okay with you, but it's not okay the other way around.
Yes.
Okay, so you're still stuck on that.
Yes.
It's not okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent topic. Yes, they can. Of they are widows or widowers. Wow, if they can only if they're widows or widowers. Okay, that's what Emmanuel thinks. And then we have Thomas who's saying, I'm watching. And then over 50, it is a case of, hello, who is there? Oh God, are we dead? Are we dead?
No. Are you awake?
Hello, excuse me, sir. Are you okay? That is so funny. That is so funny. Oh, Agnes, please stop it. And then we have somebody say when money comes in, then that is materialistic theory, but not
Yes.
love.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
That
it's
is
true.
definitely
Yes,
not love
no, it's
because
true.
money cannot change love. Money cannot buy love. Money
No.
can buy you a Lamborghini.
Yes.
Money is good.
Yes.
Trust me,
Yeah,
money
no,
is
it's
good.
Yeah.
But there are some things that money cannot buy.
No, it's true. It's
So
true.
you can stay in that relationship
Yeah.
because the guy has money. So I'll just stay in this relationship, but not because you love him.
Yeah.
And
it's
then
the
you'll be
money.
miserable.
Yeah,
You're
no,
okay
it's true.
enjoying the money, but outside probably you're doing your other stuff.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So that's not a
Yeah.
relationship. And you have Madonna and younger guys, and you also
Oh,
have
yeah.
Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Come on, bring it on, girls. Woo! Yeah. Next time we're having this conversation, maybe they'll be like Lydia as well and so and so. Maybe.
Yes.
We don't know.
Next time.
Next time. And watching all the way from Qatar, by the way, how can I join the group? Somebody's asking how can
Okay.
they join the group.
Okay.
So you can give them your
Yeah.
Facebook page. And they'll join the group. Brilliant discussion.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys. Keep on sharing, guys. Just share so that we have people coming in. And I also want to ask, so why do you think over 50 women finds it so difficult to get men?
Me being one of them, being over 50 and single, I think where women we struggle is, I think you're scared. For me, I'm scared to be heartbroken at 50.
Okay, at 50, you're
Yeah.
scared. Okay.
I'm scared to be heartbroken because I think if I'm heartbroken, I might not get out of it. Like
Okay.
like
That will really
you don't-
destroy you.
Yes, it will like destroy you, like ruin your life and your kids' life. And then also the other thing, I think women, we are scared to bring a man. Let's say you have children. I think we are scared to bring a man into our children's life. Because if you think about it, Lydia, if right now at 51 I get married, will that guy be the father of my children?
No. Those children have their father.
No, but
and that
he's
will
going to
never
say,
change.
I'm now the new dad.
No, he can't say that. And that's something that you need to also identify from the beginning. If those children were young, if they were under the age of 5, then of course they can call him daddy, because that's the only thing they see or they know. And they call him daddy. Again, it's okay. But once your children are over 18, you cannot tell them to call another man daddy.
Okay. So
You
they
can't.
can say mom's partner, mom's husband.
I don't know how they can call him.
Or call him by
no.
his name.
Or call him by his name. Yeah.
But, okay, maybe you're talking like that because we're in the West. Back home, in Kenya, like traditionally, if the guy comes to say, I'm interested in marrying you, and they do the dowry, then I think then that's the new dad.
Yeah, it is their new dad, but I feel like that would be wrong to take a place of their original dad, of their biological dad, because that will never be their dad, because their biological dad is their biological dad. They're over 18.
Yes.
So these children are older. There's nothing this new dad is now coming to offer them, because they're adults already. So what are you really coming to offer these adults that now they should call you dad?
And
You
then,
understand?
okay,
Even if it's in Kenya, even in Africa, whatever country it is, I think it's unfair. And that's why we find women who also hide their children because they want to be in a relationship, because
Okay.
it's wrong. You
It's
can't
wrong,
take
yeah.
children from their biological dad. That is their biological dad. That will never change. So this thing of, and I know yes, it happens in Kenya,
Yeah.
that now the woman is married and then they have to change the children's birth certificate. That's wrong. This is wrong. These children have their biological dad, and that should stay, because you know what? That's their identity.
Yes.
So once you steal a child's identity from them, what do you want this child to become?
Okay, the man might ask, if I want to marry you and I give your parents the dowry to your parents, and then are your daughters, when it's their time to get married, will they give their dowry to this man? Even though you just got married at 50.
Wow, that's a good question. Okay, guys, I need you to help me as well with this question. I'm going to give my own version, but guys, help me with this question, okay, people who are watching. So ask that question again.
Okay, so let's say I'm 51 now, I get married. The guy is going to give dowry to my mom, to my parents. And then when my daughters turn to get married, will the husband give dowry to this man, even though he's only come into their life when I'm 51? The dad is not in the picture. He's
Is he dead?
No, he's not dead.
He's alive.
Yes.
Okay, does he see the children? Do they have a relationship?
No, they don't.
So they don't have, okay, personal, this is my own personal, so please do not stone me, all right? I'll say, even though the children don't have a relationship with their dad, if your children are going to get married, it's a very, because let me tell you something, the way the children will stay in their marriage, sometimes or most of the time, depends with if they own, especially if they're girls, if they have
Yeah.
a relationship with their dad, okay, the way they'll treat that husband of theirs is if they had a relationship with their
Yeah.
dad, because that man is a man, a father
Yes.
figure like their dad. So I feel like if my children are going to get married, their dad needs to be part of it.
What if he doesn't want?
Then that's different. You see, but you've given him an option.
Okay.
But I don't think it's for me to decide that he's not going to have a part because he was never there raising them up. Because that's not the point, whether he was there or not raising them up. The point is doing the right thing. And the right thing is, these children are getting married, their dad needs to be part of it. Now, you've told him, like personally, let me even talk about myself.
Okay.
My children and their dad, they don't have that relationship at all. Okay?
Okay.
But when it gets to my children now getting married, there's no way I'll deny this man telling him, look, your daughter is getting married, this and this, I want you to be part of it.
So is he going to get the dowry?
Yes, because he's their dad.
But he never gave you dowry.
That's fine. It's not about tit for tat.
Okay.
And this is not your life. This is not your children's life. Is their life.
Okay.
You don't do because this is your own life. This is your children's life.
Yes.
And this is their dad. So you can't say, oh, because this man gave dowry to me, now my children have to give dowry to him. You're not a property. You're not a property.
But I think that's what they assume. Ask the men in there.
I'm asking men, please come. For me, that is what I think. I think every dad has the right because it's the dad who brought those children into this world, not the other person.
Yes.
Okay? So let's say my life, I get a man, now I'm married. And then the man has paid dowry to my parents. Now it's because I have girls.
Yes.
So I have 3 beautiful angels. So now my angels wants to get married. I take my dowry to this man because he paid dowry for me. Hell no, it's not happening like that. Whether my children have relationship with their dad or not, I'm calling this man. If this man wants to be part of it, because that's the right thing, and it's a blessing.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I don't want to give my children to cast my children in any way or form because that is a blessing because that's the right way.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's just me. So that's why I say nobody should stone me.
Yes.
Okay. And even if the dad is watching, I will come to you and this your guys want to get married and you contribute.
Yes.
But if he says with his own mouth, I don't want part of it. Thank you.
Okay.
Then the dowry can go to the other man because he said he doesn't want part of it.
Okay.
But I think it's a blessing.
Yeah.
That to call the dad and let the dad give his own children his blessings.
Yes. No.
Whether he was there or not.
Okay.
That's me personally. What do you think?
Me personally, because I'm in the same situation with you.
Yeah.
So he never paid dowry to my parents.
Yes.
He doesn't have a relationship with my children.
Yeah.
So I don't think he should get this dowry.
You don't think so? My darling, you are so serious. Oh, you can't do that to your children.
No, but he was never there. So why should he get the dowry?
Yeah, but you see what you're doing now, and that's yours. And I'm not rubbishing your opinion. Yeah, but I feel like most women or men, because even men can do that. They do that because they're angry that you are not part of this. So why should you eat the cake?
Yes.
So let me give you an example. When your children are grown-ups and they're super duper rich, their dad was never there, and they want to go now find their dad and buy him a car and a house, what will you do? Exactly.
They buy me first.
They will definitely buy you first because they're your mom. But these children will want, because let me tell you something, there's something about my biological mom and my biological dad. There's something because it's the blood, it's in the blood.
Yes.
These children will want their mom or their dad regardless. You cannot deny them that.
Yes.
You understand? So personally, I feel like nah.
I think it's okay. You said that, for example, me, I never met my dad at all. And he doesn't bother me at all. And I would not go looking for him. So
yeah, but you cannot repeat history now. You cannot do, because you didn't meet your dad and your mom, when your dowry was paid, your dad was never there, blah blah blah. So you're doing it the same to your children. You can't do that because you have to break the cycle.
Yes,
you have to break that cycle.
Yes.
Because if you continue with that, because that happened to you and your dad, your children as well doesn't see their dad, so that's history repeating itself there. And then you do that as well, the paying dowry, you go and pay the other man, forget your own children, that will happen to them. You don't want that, so you have to break that curse. That's a curse for a child not to see their parents. It is, and you have to break that cycle. So your children will be free. My darling, you can't do that.
No, I believe in breaking that cycle. I do believe in that.
But the only way to break that cycle is when your daughter is ready to get married, look for the dad. Unless he's dead, may his soul rest in perfect peace.
No, he's alive.
Yes, if he's alive, he has to.
Yeah. No, and I think I get what you're saying, because men normally say that, and I think this is wrong. Men normally say that a blessing only comes from a man. They say like this, that, you see, like,
that's
that only the man can bless the children. I don't think that's true. A woman can bless the children.
A woman can bless the children as well, because if the man is dead, what happens? I think both parents, it's because the man did not bring the children in this world by themselves. Both people contributed. Okay, so I think a blessing will come from both parents. but nobody should be denied that
Yeah.
to bless the child.
That's true.
Yeah. So let me just read now what people have said. Money is good but can't give a woman a happy marriage. Over 50 know exactly what they want, but exactly what they want is mostly taken. That's the problem. Oh, damn, that's sad.
Oh. I think they're still out there.
That is sad. They're still out there. They're not all taken.
They're not all taken.
Okay, watching from Guyana. Wow, somebody's watching all the way from. Oh,
Yes.
we're not joking here. Okay, they are afraid of the future of their kids because not all men are ready to take a responsible for someone kids. They are very bad. Yeah,
Or
it's
like the
true.
new man.
Yeah, the new man.
Okay.
Yeah. So like what you said, you're scared
Yes.
to bring a man home
Yeah.
because not all men are ready
Of
to
course.
take that responsibility.
Yes.
And then interesting program. And then yes, when you pay dowry, children are normally included. Please. Oh God. Okay, this man is probably talking about you. It's the same thing you're thinking. He's thinking the
Okay.
same thing. And this is a man, by the way.
Okay.
So when you're paying dowry, children are all included in this dowry.
Oh.
Personally, I disagree, but this person is with you,
Okay.
right? And then I also think it's a culture thing,
Yeah, I think it's a culture thing.
because I know there's a tribe in Kenya, and this one is just one of my friends called Lucas. He was telling me that in Kikuyu land, if you get married, the children belong to that man now.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm talking like that because I'm from I'm Kikuyu as well.
Okay, so that's why
Maybe
you're saying that.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Is it the same with from?
no, my tribe,
Okay.
I think everybody goes their own. They don't care.
Oh,
My tribe
okay.
don't really care. And then, or maybe I don't know.
Okay.
It's important they have a relationship with the dad. Whoa, that's interesting. Yes, absolutely. This is getting interesting. Dad is very important. And then Baba, even Adam was older than Eve. Eve came from Adam's rib. So when you marry young men, where does the rib come from?
From the shop.
Hey, this rib, we have to go and buy it from Dalston Market.
I think so, yes.
Oh, this has made me laugh, man. Oh, Beatrice, you made my day. Okay, and then guys, what do you think? Okay, you are right. Dads have the rights too. And then if I'm in love with a woman with kids, I love with kids. I love with her with the kids. Okay, maybe it's just spelling mistake. She said, I'll love them with the kids.
Okay.
I'll take responsibility as the father supposed to take care of them. I agree with you, Lydia, 100%. So I don't know what John is agreeing here again, because John said when you give dowry, you give dowry with to the children as well. And now again he's saying he agrees with me. So I don't know in which point.
Yeah.
You mean people still pay dowry?
Of
course.
Of course.
What do you mean?
We've been having all these things for free. Now you have to pay. That's true.
They've been having things for free,
Yeah,
right, left,
for
center.
free.
So now they have to pay for it.
They have to.
Oh my God, this is so
have
funny. Okay, we still pay dowry. Oh my God, that is so funny. Okay, I think I'm not late. I will find somebody. Yes, you're not late. Tabby, come on. The other day I saw a woman get married at 70, 69.
Yes.
50. You know, it's never late
it's never
for somebody
too
to
late.
get married.
No,
It's never
no.
late. And then that is a part of their life. I think the dowry question should be left for the children to decide too. There are so many variables, especially if the dad had no contact with the children. Our children are also very modern and might not want to go to the dowry route.
Yes.
My friend, you're paying dowry.
Yeah.
You think one Nigerian man will come here and take my daughter for free?
No.
And just say, oh, because now we are living in the UK, my friend, roots, we are going back home. You're bringing cow and
goats.
And goat.
Chicken too.
And chicken. Especially, you know, my daughter is dating a Nigerian guy, so I better just say now.
Better tell him
Please,
now.
Oga, bring
Yes, the goats.
the goat and the cow has to enter Olet's village.
Yes.
Or their dad's village. Okay. If the father wants to be part of it,
Okay.
they are married, and it is responsibility to be part. If not, guys, can you check your spellings, please? I'm tired. Check your spellings. I can't even read this. This is, I will stand for the kids. This spelling is, I can't read. Biological is natural and spiritual matter. Exactly. Cultural, a man can take dowry if he never paid his.
So he can't take.
He can't take.
Yeah.
That should be given the opportunity unless he decides not to be involved. Exactly. I agree with that. Every responsible man will never run away from his children no matter what. On point. All those who run away are irresponsible. They're not men. They're boys. They're little boys who can't. They don't even know how to change their pampers. Don't stone me, but that's the truth. Men who run away from their responsibility, because when you are putting it there, you didn't think of running away. You didn't think of protection. Now the child is there, you're running away, you don't want to take responsibility. That means you're a boy who cannot even change his pampers. I said it.
Ooh, go sister.
I said it. Is it true? Let them beat to the two of us.
No, it's true. It's true.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So guys, this discussion is very, very interesting. I just need to take a little break and we're coming back. Don't go away, guys. Stay tuned.
My name is Kofi Adoko. I'm a principal solicitor at Adoko Solicitors. I am also a duty solicitor. Anytime a person is arrested and taken to a police station, or if the police invite you to the police station for a voluntary interview, you have a right to free independent legal advice. Adoko Solicitors is authorized to provide free independent legal advice at police stations in England and Wales. So anytime you're taken to the police station, remember to say that your solicitors are Adoko Solicitors.
Are you in the UK and in need of immigration help? Do you require expert legal representation to regularise your stay or renew your existing leave to remain? Do you require advice or representation regarding a personal injury or criminal matter? If the answer is yes, then you do not need to look any further. Adoko Solicitors is here to provide you with all the expert legal advice and representation you require.
Be it immigration, criminal law, appeal against conviction or appeal against sentence, family law, personal injury, civil litigation, employment law or housing law. Adoko Solicitors is your trusted one-stop legal services provider with expert solicitors and caseworkers on standby to assist. Our police station emergency number is 07792 459 339. You can also call Adoko Solicitors on 0207 183 1479. You can locate Adoko Solicitors at 662 Old Kent Road, London, SE15 1JF.
My name is Kofi Adoko. I'm a principal solicitor at Adoko Solicitors. I am also a duty solicitor. Anytime a person is arrested and taken to a police station, or if the police invite you to the police station for a voluntary interview, you have a right to free independent legal advice. Adoko Solicitors is authorized to provide free independent legal advice at police stations in England and Wales. So anytime you're taken to the police station, remember to say that your solicitors are Adoko Solicitors.
Are you in the UK and in need of immigration help? Do you require expert legal representation to regularise your stay or renew your existing leave to remain? Do you require advice or representation regarding a personal injury or criminal matter? If the answer is yes, then you do not need to look any further. Adoko Solicitors is here to provide you with all the expert legal advice and representation you require.
Be it immigration, criminal law, appeal against conviction or appeal against sentence, family law, personal injury, civil litigation, employment law or housing law. Adoko Solicitors is your trusted one-stop legal services provider with expert solicitors and caseworkers on standby to assist. Our police station emergency number is 07792 459 339. You can also call Adoko Solicitors on 0207 183 1479. You can locate Adoko Solicitors at 662 Old Kent Road, London, SE15 1JF.
name is Kofi Adoko. I'm a principal solicitor at Adoko Solicitors. I am also a duty solicitor. Anytime a person is arrested and taken to a police station, or if the police invite you to the police station for a voluntary interview, you have a right to free independent legal advice. Adoko Solicitors is authorized to provide free independent legal advice at police stations in England and Wales. So anytime you're taken to the police station, remember to say that your solicitors are Adoko's solicitors.
Are you in the UK and in need of immigration help? Do you require expert legal representation to regularise your stay or renew your existing leave to remain? Do you require advice or representation regarding a personal injury or criminal matter? If the answer is yes, then you do not need to look any further. Aduku Solicitors is here to provide you with all the expert legal advice and representation you require.
Be it immigration, criminal law, appeal against conviction or appeal against sentence, family law, personal injury, civil litigation, employment law or housing law. Aduku Solicitors is your trusted one-stop legal services provider with expert solicitors and caseworkers on standby to assist. Our police station emergency number is 07792 459 339. You can also call Aduku Solicitors on 0207 183 1479. You can locate Aduku Solicitors at 662 Old Kent Road, London, SE15 1JF.
Back, guys. Thank you very much, because I saw everybody's here still watching, and there's so many interesting questions. Guys, we are joined by a man who said, why are you talking about men like that? I'm here now. Let's see what he has. Let's see what he has to say. But before I can let my new guest, who is a man now, introduce himself, I just want to maybe just read two more things before my guest can introduce himself. Kate, I just want to say this. Kare Wareham said, interesting that people can still afford to get married. Come on. People still get I know they say marriage is a scam. Marriage is a scam, but marriage is not a scam, guys. Marriage is real,
yes.
And marriage is beautiful. But only if you find the right person.
Yes, that's true.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'll leave that to that before we come back to it, because
Okay.
I want my husband. Yeah. My husband. My husband.
This is,
Wow. Wow.
I don't know what you're thinking about.
Wow.
I didn't know that I'm attracted to you.
Wow.
I'm going to introduce myself.
Okay. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Stephen Mulindra,
Uh-huh.
and I'm a broadcaster and journalist on this very station. I do a program called Africa Speaks, and almost every week I have any African or even non-Africans discussing African politics. All I have to say about this topic, I don't know where to start from. It's interesting to get the women's view, but there's also a men's view. We've got a saying in my tribe, Luganda, that tosalanga gwa kawalanga tunasala gwa kalenzi. Don't decide the case when you haven't listened to both sides of the coins. Yeah, that is what it means literally in my language. And it's such that you can listen and hear both voices, then you make a judgment and say, I think this is it. Now, I heard you talk about men who leave their kids and they don't talk to them, or
Yes.
They don't know how to wipe their diapers.
Yeah, those men are, you know. But sometimes when you listen, because at one point I was listening to one woman who had really made hell of the man to such an extent that the man didn't want anything to do with his kids because of the way he had been treated. And whenever he was trying, it's like she was trying her level best to make sure that the kids really get fed up with the father. You know, as she's fed up with the father, she made sure that the kids also get up with the father. You know, taking them away, doing whatever, you're not going to see them, you're not good. Even when there were instructions from the court that, okay, he's paying for the education, he's paying for this, he has a right to be with them over the weekend or anything. To the extent that she even said, oh, the man is a pedophile. And they said, oh, we're going to find that out. You're lying. We're going to, you may end up in court. So sometimes some men give up. And when they give up, it's like when somebody has mistreated you so much to such an extent that you simply say, you want to hell, let me move on with my life. But the worst part of it, which maybe I have to agree with you, is that don't ever forget your kids, because as far as kids are concerned, they're innocent. They didn't ask to be brought into this world. So a man who forgets his kids, you know, to me as well, I don't really believe you should do that. If you know they're your kids, stand by and make sure that you make arrangements, regardless of what happened between the two of you. The kids didn't have the powers to come into the world. You both had to contribute to make these kids come into the world. So that, to me, again, is a no-go area.
But you see, what you just said now is
Yeah.
different from a man not taking responsibility. Because that man was taking responsibility. That man was paying for child support, or
Okay.
he was paying for whatever he was paying. And it's not even always about the money. Sometimes that man has no money. So we
Yeah.
have to understand that aspect as well. But he's there. He wants to see his children. He wants to come and even tell the wife that, oh, I'll come and tell the ex, not the wife. What's
Yeah.
wrong with me today? Tell the ex that, okay, I'm coming to take the children on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
And even if he has a small cake, even the children's birthday, he will come. That is taking responsibility. It's not just about money.
Yeah.
But the scenario you just gave us now, which happens to a lot of men are
Yeah,
in that
yeah,
situation, because
yeah.
we have some crazy women as well out
Yeah,
there
I know,
who,
I know.
because it's not working with their partner or with their husband, they put the children now become the scapegoats. They
Yeah.
use them as scapegoats,
Yeah.
which is wrong. That man is not the man we are talking about.
Okay.
The man we're talking about is the ones that plant their seed. Some men don't even know how many children they have.
That's true.
I know.
Do you get me? And some even know, but they don't care, because they're saying, oh, the woman will look after the child.
Yeah.
The woman. That is the man that we are saying doesn't know how to wipe their bum, right?
Okay.
But the man you just described now, we have a lot of men out there like that as
Yeah,
well. Because I personally know a man who even wanted to get a passport for the child.
Yeah, yeah.
And telling the woman that we are giving this child a better life. No, no. What kind of a woman is that?
Yeah.
That's a crazy woman. Because now you're taking your anger out on the child, because at the end of the day, it's the child that suffers.
Exactly.
Because the man will get fed up. Even the woman will get fed up. Anybody will get fed up. The
Yes.
man is human being.
Yeah, I know.
So that's not the man we're talking about.
Yes.
Just to clarify this situation.
Yeah, maybe another thing that I can bring into picture here is the fact that I think the way we are all raised, contributes a lot to who we are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That is a very, for anybody out there
The circle.
who has a mother and a father, who has had a child, this kind of thing, if you're doing it, it will probably come back to haunt you, and it will,
Exactly.
it's a cycle that goes to the children as well.
Yes.
And then it becomes,
True.
There's no ending to it.
Yes.
no
And
ending.
the children
Yes.
will also say, oh, what was it? I was raised by my mother. I don't really need
A dad.
Yeah, dad.
Yes.
What for?
So
No,
it's
it's true.
going to be a circle,
Yeah.
and you know, that's things to go back. Now, going back to our topic, there's something I want to ask you
Yeah.
that it was asked before you came. That was a very interesting question about if the man marries the child. No, if the man, if I get married, let me use me as a scenario now. Okay, I have my ex, and I have my ex with my children who are girls. Okay, now I get married because me and him now we're not together. So I get married to someone else, and this someone else pays dowry for me.
Okay.
Okay, now my children wants to get married. Where does the dowry go? Does it go to this man that married me, the new man, or does it go to their father? Now you're a man. It's good
Yeah.
that you're here. Give us
Well, has the father contributed anything to their education or anything to them?
that. No, he was never there.
Okay, if it was never, if
But
it-
this man also came after they're
Yes.
older. So this man didn't contribute anything either. The only thing he contributed is paying dowry
to the mother.
to the mother.
Yes.
Well, if we go to the legal side of it, is say, okay, he didn't take the responsibility when they were young, so now they're older. It's the responsibility has been with the mother. If there was a way, I don't know how the traditions of Africans are different, but this dowry would go straight to the mother, Because at the end of the day, if the mother has had the
But mothers
responsibility-
don't take dowry.
No.
Well, they don't.
It's always
but-
the men.
Yeah.
They don't, but if I was a man, for example, and I haven't been there for my children, and they bring the dowry to me, I'll probably give it to the mother.
Which man?
If I haven't had the if I haven't done any responsibility to that child, well, I'm only saying that because it's me. Okay,
Yeah.
if you're saying where should the dowry go now, this new man who is coming, I'll probably say is a lucky man to get it because he's the man with the mother. Why can't he take that dowry?
No, he shouldn't. I personally, I feel like the children, the father of the children, biological
dowry.
father, should take the dowry. Whether he was
When
there
he hasn't
physically,
been there.
it doesn't matter. He gave birth to them.
Yeah.
He's still their dad.
Okay.
That's me. He's
Yeah,
still their
that's
dad.
what it is.
Because I feel like you cannot deny children their identity just because the man wasn't there.
Yeah, these are possessions. These are possessions. They are taking. These are just possessions. He will still remain their dad anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that is why, because you still remain their dad, that is why this dowry still has to go to him. That's the way I feel.
Has the
But-
mother got any say in this? Because I have a feeling somewhere along the way, if the mother has a say,
Do they normally have say, women?
at some point, yes, I think they do.
When it comes to marriage, I've never seen that.
Well, I think it depends on, because we also have diaries back home in Africa, in Uganda we have it. But somewhere along the way, sometimes the elders sit down and ask the mother, because things may be getting by. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, her voice has to be heard as well. And she could have a voice there and say, look, regardless of this and that, I think, he should. And then this man, if he's a gentleman enough, he might also decide and say, no, give the dowry to the other man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but personally, I just think it should go to their dad. But that's my
That's
opinion,
you,
the way I
yeah.
decided.
Yeah.
So let me,
These are some of the things which I think the clans have got ways in which they sit down and resolve
Yeah, and
their
as
problems.
adults, sit
As
down and
adults,
talk
rather
about it.
than- yeah.
So Carrie of course asked, is people still getting married? Yes, people get married,
Yes.
and marriage is not a scam. Somebody said the problem is we fear even when we are right. You don't have to go looking for a father who was not there the whole life of that child during the dowry day. It's when you are rushing like a headless chicken. We need to understand there are also consequences that those men who don't help their children will face. That's from Beatrice.
Yes.
And then depends on one preference. Everyone is different, to be honest, but it is worth the debate. Okay, somebody asked that. Not at all our much of our blessings come from our mothers, because they've suffered a lot to see us through in life, no matter what. And somebody say, why should a man be only come to at the time of receiving dowry? Whoa! This page. Okay. And Lydia Olette, we have to go back to the author of marriage. What he said, God himself. If we use our preferences, that is why now we are seeing antiquate in our lives. That is true. Nothing comes for free. Nothing comes for free nowadays. Everything has to be paid for. Yes, marriage entails so many things. I think I'm not late. I will get married too. Yes.
Yes.
I'm rooting for you. You're not late. You get married.
Yes.
Nobody is late to achieve anything he or she wants. How much can one sell their daughter? Dowry is why is this happening? Dowry is just a token. Okay? And then there is nothing like being modern. We have our culture to follow.
Yes.
Couldn't be said better. Fasten your belt. It's only getting better. Thanks for watching. And then, oh God, there's so many. Marriage is real and beautiful. Yes, this topic is really interesting. The topic I like. Interesting. Uganda now. Uganda is coming. Yes, definitely the culture.
Yeah.
Some cannot. Don't even forget your kids, no matter what happens between the two of you. Exactly. Yes, that taking a responsibility as a father is not only about the money. And then he paid dowry for you, not your children. He married you, not your children. Okay, I'll stop there and come back, because there's a lot of people saying stuff, which is good, because everybody wants whatever they're saying to be read as well, because everybody's important.
Yes,
so guys, keep sharing, keep commenting, keep asking questions, keep answering. Now,
Yes.
I'm going back to where you say that over 50, because this was the question that was asked.
Yes.
Okay.
Why do you think that over 50 women find it difficult to get men? And then also the same reflects to men as well. Why do you think men over 50 get it hard to get women?
Yeah, but, one of the biggest problem that comes with that, from the men's point of view, is that you have already shaped the character. Your own character is already shaped, and sometimes
As a man. Okay.
the negativities that you've had, because over 50, really, if you haven't really had anybody, that's the time when in your 20s you've got somebody and you stay with the person and you get your 20th anniversary, 30s and so on. But if you have separated when you're in your 40s, so somewhere along the way you've carved your life in a certain way and you have that shape of opinion of a woman you want. And all these women, when you meet them in their 50s, there is that possibility that possibly the chances are I'm going into an area where it's going to be very, very difficult to get the sort of woman I want.
They don't
and that's
tick the
why
boxes.
some prefer to go back to those in their 20s or something like that who haven't had the experience yet. I said, look, you find it's common among Nigerians and I think Ghanaians also. I'm sorry to say this, boss. Where you find that a man in his 60s is marrying an 18-year or 20-year-old.
God forbid.
So, yeah.
Okay, that's too much. 18.
It happens. I've been on a wedding where I thought the man was escorting his daughter to the altar, and I was so no, he's a husband. And I said, what are you talking about? You know, it happens. So they are already shaped their lives. They think, oh, when she's younger, she's going to listen to me more. The older the woman becomes, it becomes very difficult. She has already experienced men. She's gone through all that trouble.
So I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
So what you're actually saying, what I'm hearing you saying is control.
Yeah.
Because men want.
It's all about control. Really.
So you want to control, you want someone you can control.
Well, in a way, not control, who will probably listen to you more. Because the person in 50s, Lydia, now you have already shaped yourself. You've had kids.
I'll listen to my husband.
Yeah.
She'll be nice. I'll be nice.
Okay. That's the story for another day.
Yeah.
You already shaped yourself in a certain way that it's going to be very difficult for him if he comes and he has no money. Because nowadays when you look at it, there are lawyers, there are engineers, women are everywhere. They're high-class women. They can walk in, they can get jobs, they have cars, they have everything, you know. And others come from very rich background, or fathers are rich, have given them anything. So when a man comes around, there is that element of, okay, where are you going? Or what's happening? Or
what are you bringing on the table?
Yeah, and it is, if he's a poor man, or his earning is less, the chances are the woman will say, why is it me that over is? And then the man will feel inferior. And yet most men want, when you come in, you're a father, you enter your house and everything okay, this, that. But you don't want to come in and then suddenly, oh, there was no food, there was no this, or something like that. Or your car, you know, you don't want to come in and all those problems that start coming in and my mother has already paid them. You start feeling small, you know, and it becomes difficult for you even to be in control, in a sense. What are you going to tell her if she has already paid everything?
So who are we talking about here, a woman or a man?
Okay.
Because now I'm lost.
Okay, we are talking about a woman who has everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Or
a
who has
woman,
achieved a lot,
can have everything at the age of 30 though.
I know they
Yeah,
can.
but we're
then
talking about over 50. Because even at 30, she can have everything.
Yeah.
She can still get a man who has nothing. And
okay, but you're looking at a woman over 50 now, and the chances are there will probably children involved there.
Yes.
You know, there will probably be children. There have been past relationships that have been there. You know, and so when the other man comes along, remember that the mistakes which were done in the past, there's that fear factor, there's that insecurity, and at the same time it's there in men as well. It's a big insecurity, especially if a man comes in and you have everything. The chances are that it borders with, oh, how is this thing going to work out? Because if she's wearing, if he doesn't have enough money that you have, if a man has money, trust me, he will do everything because he's got the money. But if he doesn't have the money, there's that level of insecurity which will come into his life in a way that he comes into a house where you are determining, oh, this is where we're going to live, this is our house, this is this. Things are owned either by you or even if you're paid for both of you, then the insecurity is always there that she's got everything. What am I going to give her? I'll give her a diamond which is cheaper. she might even say, hang on, why are you giving me this? I need the diamond which costs.
What do you think of what he's saying? Because I totally disagree, but I'll come in with mine later. What do you think?
I don't think. Okay, you're talking about wealth, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
the woman has. Sometimes the woman.
It's not the wealth.
No, okay, she's got money or she's doing well in life, and the guy
she's
isn't.
doing well, yeah.
But you could also find the woman is not doing well at all, and the guy is doing well.
So what happens there?
If a guy is doing well,
Yeah, the
and
woman is over
not.
50.
yeah, and she's
Yeah.
not doing well,
Yeah,
it's okay with most men. It's okay. If she's not doing well, like, I'll look after her.
so-
I'll take care of her. That's
she's
what the
working.
most men have.
So
They
this
have that thing in
is
mind,
just
yeah.
men wanting to take control.
Yes.
Because I disagree with you, because if I'm over 50 and I get a man comes to my life and the man doesn't have money, and if the man starts feeling like that, for me, first of all, I'll see jealousy, I'll see resentment, I'll see so many things towards me, because if the man doesn't have money and there's love, and to me there's no love there. Okay, and that's why they always say, even that's why somebody's asking, do people still get married? And someone even asking, marriage is a scam. Some people say love is a scam. Some people say there's no love anymore. And if a relationship is the way you've just described it now, there's no love there.
What I
because I
forgot to
feel
say, what I probably should
no,
have
let me
said.
finish,
Okay,
and then you say what you should have said. I feel like if the man comes and you're earning more than the man, it should be a teamwork.
yes.
Okay, so there should be team if there is love,
It's easier,
unless there is no love.
it's easier said than that.
It's not easier said than done. It's just, if there's love, it's natural, because love is love should bind you guys together, and the woman should know, because if there's love as well from the woman's side as well, the woman shouldn't be, I have money, I have everything. Even if we are going to live in Westminster, it should be a discussion. And babes, what do you think about this place? What do you think about this place? So even the man, as much as he doesn't have money, should have a voice, even though he's not the one contributing financially, but they should work as a team. So you bring your £10, I bring my £100, we put it together, and then we join forces. Because if it was the other way round, there's a man getting the money, do you think now the man should have the rights to just tell the woman, we are going to live in Westminster, I'm buying this, I'm buying this? No, it still should be the same thing. We are working as a team. So when it comes to this money element, I totally disagree with it.
The thing is, what I was meant to say, insecurity comes in because of money. Money brings in insecurity. Secondly, money brings in that confidence. You get the point? It brings in that confidence. And confidence always goes when somebody who is putting a lot on the table. Again, I should say it depends on the individuals.
Is it confidence or
seen,
pride?
Yeah, pride. Pride, both in a way. Because I've been to a friend of mine who's married the daughter of a very rich man, and the father has provided everything, and they got money. They're still together in Uganda. They're doing well. But then the girl she's down to earth in such a way that, maybe, I don't know, love or anything. Yet her sisters are all divorced. But one of the girls, the schoolmate I went with, the girl is down to earth. Everything she says, oh, ask John, ask John. I said, yeah. Her sister would even tell her, why do we have to ask John? I said, because her security to her, the way she has molded her marriage. That's why one day she said, that's why you're not married. Because you are above the man. But I'm trying to be below my man. I'm trying to make sure that when I'm doing something, he does the same for me. He asks, say, look, have you asked your mom? He asks the kids, have you done this? If a guest comes, it is, oh, let me talk to my wife. Let me do. It's like they have that connection.
They're working
which
as a
I
team.
like,
Yes.
as a team, which you have said, that doesn't create insecurity.
Yeah.
But you see, money has a way in which it creates security in a man. And when it creates security, it becomes like a boss. So some of them treat their spouse just like the way they treat their employees. If they are billionaires and they have money, and you come home and you are so there is that element as well, because if the mother has security as well, she has a way of responding back. I said, hang on a minute, it's insecurity to me. I believe both
but
parties.
you saying that money has a way, I don't think it's money has a way. We allow money to have a way, because money doesn't speak. We are the one who speak. So we as individuals, we allow that to happen. But we shouldn't allow that to happen.
Okay.
And if there's a relationship that money is the one that is ruling this relationship, the money is ruling this relationship, there's no love. What do you think? Let's hear from her.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's why, for example, like celebrities, they do,
Yeah.
when they get
But
married, they
they
do
break up
prenup.
quickly, yeah.
What is it called? The
Prenatal agreement.
Yeah. So
Prenup.
prenup. So they say from this day forward, it's whatever you bring and
It's
whatever
what
you
you
bring. So
take,
what
yeah.
I had and what you had
Yeah.
is in the past. So from today, let's start a new beginning. And it can work. Whether the woman has more money or the guy. You could decide both as a couple. Let's start afresh today. And then we can build a future. Don't look at my past or my wealth, what I came with or what you didn't come with. I think you, as a couple, you can start afresh.
Yeah. So
Another thing you probably haven't, I'm behaving
Touched,
like as a social worker now. It's the way you were brought up, because success sometimes depends on how were you raised.
Yes.
Did you see this in the family? Did
Yes.
this happen? If it didn't happen, did you see your father respecting your mother? Did you see your mother respecting your father? The way you're raised as well has a bigger contribution, whether you have money or not. You know, the insecurity begins as a child sometimes. You know, when you felt very insecure because of what happened to your mother, you don't want to be in that same role.
Yes.
That is why when they reach 50 and somebody has gone, they start saying, no, I think I better, you know. Then they start looking and they're looking. They don't even know what they're looking for.
they're over 50s.
Yeah, they're over 50.
They don't know.
Yeah, they
Are
don't.
you sure?
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody said they over 50s know exactly what they want,
Yes.
but you're saying they don't.
Like me, I know what
but-
I want.
Yeah, you know what you want, and I
Yes.
know what I want. But the fact is that sometimes what you want does not exist.
Wow.
No.
You get the point?
Wow.
It doesn't exist.
Wow.
Yeah. It doesn't exist.
okay.
You may say, okay, I want money, I want this, but then suddenly you start looking at it. I want a woman who's kind, I want a woman who is obedient, I want a woman. And then you look at the issues that you want. Well, I want a man who is this, I want this. Then suddenly you realize from all that you want that you may get a man who is not obedient. You may get a man, but he has the money. You made a man who is hot-tempered, but he's this. So you find that people's characters are different.
So just ticking the whole box is kind of hard.
It's hard.
Unless you
So you have to compromise.
Or,
Even just- so you have to compromise.
Yeah, I think
compromise,
so.
yeah.
Yeah. So you wanted to say something.
No, I was going to say, like me, if I get someone, the first thing I want is marriage. I don't even want to date.
The first thing you want is marriage. You
Yeah.
don't, want, you
I
don't
don't
even want to
date.
know the person.
No, we just
Get to know
jump
the
in.
person first.
I'm 50, I know what I want. There's no point of dating.
Yeah.
The woman doesn't want to date. She wants
Yes.
straight away to jump into marriage.
Yes.
Wow, that is
Yes.
interesting. So that is what she wants. But even jumping into marriage, because you're over 50, you still get that man. Even if you have, let's say you have 5 boxes, that you need all these 5 boxes to be ticked.
Yes.
And only 3 takes when you meet this man, and 3 takes.
Yes.
Would you still marry him?
Yes.
You'll still marry him. Okay.
Because
Did I tell you a story?
So how long will it take you to have a
Okay.
man to get married?
if I get a man and he respects me, I think that's the only box I'm looking at.
Okay, but how long will it take for you to know he respects you before you get married?
To be honest, it would take me
2 days?
a week.
No.
No, it's true.
That is true. You know, there's a lady I work with. She met a cabman. When she was telling me this, she just told me, don't judge me. I said, please just tell me what you want to tell me. And she said she met a cab. She's never been married. She's 40. She's over 40. She met a man in an Uber. Within 2 weeks, they were married.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
So that's what she wanted.
Is that a visa something or something like that? When she
No,
wanted-
because
Yeah.
okay, look, okay, you know why? You know,
It's interesting.
no, you know why it's
I
different.
can't marry a woman in 2 weeks.
No, you can. You know why? You know why?
No?
In the past,
Yeah.
in the past,
Yeah.
we used to date and date and date 6 months,
Yeah.
1 year, 2 years. You're still dating. You
Yeah.
have children. You're still dating. You know?
In fact, let me tell you something. Marriage has no logbook. There's no
Yeah.
book for marriage.
Yes.
You can get, I know this lady, and this is somebody who's very close to me. She went, she had a boyfriend. The husband now had a girlfriend. So they broke up, okay? they met one day in a cafe, and they're like, "Oh, where's your boyfriend?" No, we broke up. We broke up, and they just started talking. So when they went home, they had coffee, whatever. So when they went home, the guy was like, "Oh, can I come in?" And the girl was like, "Why not?" And they're just broken a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. They entered the house. Do you know, up to today, I'm talking to you.
They're still married.
How many years now? And that's how the relationship happened. The guy went to just to see, you sing me off. Oh, can I come in? Yeah, come in. He didn't leave the house. They dated for 2 years. 2 years later, they got married. And up to today, my daughter was, when that happened, almost 16 years ago.
Yeah.
They're still married. And they're so happy.
See?
They're so happy. You can see them as so happy. And then we have the ones that date for 10 years and then decide to get married. Then when they get married 1 year later, they
It
divorce.
doesn't work.
So
Yes.
this is so what she's saying, I can't judge her for that because marriage has no logbook.
Yes.
I'll get married after 4 months, 6
Yeah.
months. I'll get married
No, it's true.
after 6 months. Triple Joe know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'll get married after 6 months.
Listen, I want to say a very interesting story, which I jumped in one day and I phoned my mother telling one of my sisters. My sister was, when she was very picky with men. She's a highly educated young lady. This man has this. She's just broken up with, I think, her 4th or 5th boyfriend. And then the conversation was going on. So my mother said, look, I want you to go out there, sleep with the man, hopefully you get pregnant, have a baby, raise the babies, hopefully it's a son, and marry this boy when he's old enough. And then my sister was laughing, and we all laughing, said, what does that mean? The irony of the story was that you would have raised the child. So because you've raised that child, you've known him very well, then he's your son, then you can marry him because he has all the characters you want. But as long as that male child is raised by another woman or another man, there will always be things that are wrong.
Yes.
So she went on to say, look, she had 10 things that she saw in my dad. She says, look, there were 10 things that my great-grandmother had told her. If a man has got 1, don't take. If a man has got 2, well, maybe think about it. If he's got 3, then you can definitely marry that one. Because the other 7, you can gamble around them. So if he's got 5, 6, 7, up to 10, then he's Jesus himself, he's God himself. Because according to her, every person has got faults.
Yes,
now,
of course.
you either admit, like when she got married to my dad, he had a temper. So she said, but he was a hardworking man. He was a man who could use his hands and, just that's what she admired in him. He could use his, and he was always using the word we. Yeah, when we get married, when we have children, when we buy our car, he was never saying when I buy my car, when I build my house, no, he was always saying, oh, our children needs to do this. So that kept them married. They were together.
She felt included.
Yeah, they were together for nearly, I should say, 70 years because my mother died last year. He celebrated Jubilee, Silver Jubilee and so on. But the thing is, the 10 things she was telling my sister said, look, you're not going to get a perfect man. And even me, she said, you'll never get a perfect woman. They are not there.
So
but
do you think
you got to sometimes compromise. She may be ugly, but she's hardworking, she's this, or she may be hot-tempered, but somewhere along the way she's hardworking.
Hot-tempered is a no.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is a no.
Yeah, but these are things that go. They're characters.
Hot-temper is a no.
He might be one of those men who are holding money so tight with their money, but he had some good...
Mkonogam.
Yeah, mkonogam. But he may have some good things somewhere, But the key thing is there, hardworking. How does he treat you? How does he respect the elders? How does he respect his parents? How does, smaller things which don't really mean a lot to some other people.
Yeah, but I think, I hear what you're saying, but I think there's some things that should never be compromised. There's some things that should never be compromised. And personally, I have some things, as much as I will say, oh, I'm looking for a man, I want a husband, I want this, but there's some box that if it's not taken, I cannot compromise that. And there, like what we said, when you're between 20 and 30, there's things you want. Between 40 and 50, there's a time. I had a very stupid box that was very stupid. But now when I grow older, I was like, this box is so stupid. Let me take it out of my list. So I think every age gap comes, you take something out.
Yes.
But there are some
You have to.
I can never compromise. If the man is not a God-fearing man,
Yes.
okay? Everybody have a religion. We have Christians, we have Muslims, we have Buddhists, we have every religion, which
Yeah.
I totally respect.
Yeah.
But for me, if a man is not a Christian, it's a no-go area. For me, is a man is hot-tempered, is a no-go area.
Yes.
Those are things I cannot compromise.
Can be hot-tempered, but he doesn't really touch you or anything.
Eh?
He just,
Hey,
No,
my
that's the
friend.
worst.
he just
My
shouts
friend.
and shouts and that's it.
Why do I want someone who shouts at me?
No,
Don't shout at me.
No,
I'm not your child.
His temper goes in 10, 20 minutes in a minute.
No.
so-
No. Do you know how long it takes to kill someone?
Yes.
Seconds. In fact, a girl, I'm sorry I have to say this, a girl died yesterday. One of our friends was on WhatsApp. We were just talking on WhatsApp, and then all of a sudden she's really crying. We were like, what happened? She said she gave her friend money. Okay, I felt like that part was not necessary for her to say, but I think it was just a shock. She was like, oh my God, this girl just died. She was just here with me the other day. I just gave her money, 10,000 Kenyan shillings. And she still owed the group 20,000. I just gave her money, and now she's just dead. It was a shock for her. How long did it take for this girl to die? Seconds. So don't tell me hot-tempered. We'll go within 20 minutes, within 10 minutes. No, I'm not marrying a hot-tempered guy. That is a no-go.
Yeah,
that's
that's a no-no.
personally, I
Yeah.
cannot compromise.
No, me too.
Some people can. We have Christians who marry Muslims who marry Christians, people who intermarry. That's fine. But for me, there's some boxes I cannot compromise.
Yeah.
But some I can. Are you a hot-tempered man? Are you here?
He doesn't look.
Are you a hot-tempered? No, these quiet ones are dangerous.
Oh God! Where does it?
Are you a hot-tempered?
Where
No.
does it come back to me?
We're asking you
I'm
that.
Not, I'm not.
Are you
I'm
sure?
not. Yeah. 100%.
Even if I poke,
Nah,
you won't give me one slap,
There's a limit I'll reach. There's a limit.
and then you slap.
No. Of course. If you did, just to
Let's
listen. Listen. There's a limit. You mean you're going to keep smashing me?
You walk away.
I'm there.
No, you walk away.
Just receiving and receiving and receiving.
No, you walk away.
What kind of human being am I?
Walk away. Walk away. That doesn't make you a wimp. Just walk away.
I could be sick and sleeping in bed and you whip me and I can't walk. What do I do? What do I do?
If you can't walk, you still have power to beat this person.
No, I defend myself. I can defend myself with raising my hand. Yeah. If I'm sick, no. Look at it this way.
Jehovah God.
I'm in bed. I'm sick, and you come there and you start
Shouting.
at me or even slap me, and I'm in bed. I'm sick.
You're gonna slap back.
But for you to raise your hand, that means you're not sick.
The few energy I have in me to defend my. Do you want me to
No,
be killed?
the few energy you have,
Yeah.
use it to walk away.
Exactly.
Don't use it to raise your hand. You're not sick.
What do you mean?
No. So let us now.
So it's okay for women to beat the men and
No,
not
no,
okay
no,
for
I
men
didn't
to
say
beat
that.
the women.
No.
It's not okay for anybody, any
Yeah,
gender
okay,
to beat
okay.
the other person.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
if you've married a hot-tempered woman, okay, and she's slapping you, she's beating you, there's only two things: walk away, divorce.
Okay.
That's it. There's no a ground. There's no separate, and I'm telling you, just leave, because I've seen people die in domestic violence so many times that I can. If I find anybody who's in DV, trust me, I hate divorce, and God hates divorce. But trust me, I'll tell you, divorce this man. Because he's not worthy. He doesn't respect you, doesn't love you, he doesn't value you. Why would you sit somewhere when a woman is beating you, your wife or a husband is beating you? I'll go.
But you've been in love with her. You love her.
What love? That's not love.
That's not
somebody
love.
beating you.
No, something happened. Oh God.
No.
Oh my God, that's not love. Please, guys, do not sit in that abusive relationship and lie to yourself that this man loves you. The man doesn't love you, the woman doesn't love you. If they're beating you, that's obsession and lust. And what is the other word they call? There's no love. Let's move on. Now, let's talk about maturity in men. I know we discussed that a little bit before I go and read people. There's a lot of things people
Maturity,
have written. I don't think I'll read all of it. But maturity in men.
Yes.
Now you're a man here, right?
I didn't know that. the way you're reminding me, now you're a man here, you're reminding me. Am I going to change overnight? I can't change overnight. Of course I'm a man.
Steve, man. Okay.
Okay.
We have our man here.
Yeah.
Would you say, and I know you're mature, right?
Of course I am. Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
What makes you think you're mature? Okay, I know.
Yeah.
So, would you say that you can you find a 50-year-old man who is not mature and a 30-year-old man who is very, very mature than this 50-year-old man?
Yeah, it's possible. It's very, very possible. Yeah, it is. It's very possible. Yeah, yeah. Because maturity comes from the kind of things that you do. It's not just the brain and the ideas and all that, but the things you do as a mature person. Because there are things that you can do when you are 16 or 17 or 18, but they go as you go along, you know, and that's where, I mean, you treat the way you treat a person, the way you treat others, and so on. You may find a younger person who's been raised well by his family and he's treated every other people very well. He's mature for his age, because he's seen it, because he's been, you know, brought up by people who are, you know, telling him you got to do this. Especially if you've grown up where young, I could say like my sister, for example, she used to care for all of us when my mom would go to work and all that. By the time she was 16, she knew everything, to cook, to do this. By the time she got married, she was very mature because she started very young to do most of the things, you know, that she does. So with us, the men, I think it also comes with the way we treat women and the way we are raised in a way. If you've seen the way your father, I mean, I grew up watching my father. We'd go to the village to see my grandparents, we'd go this, we'd all those things raised me in a way, and respecting the elders. You know, you listen to what they're telling you, so you mature as you go along.
Yes.
You know, when you finally get your own house and your own children, that past comes back because you've seen it.
Yes.
But then there are men who have remained younger, or
2 years old, in
their
diapers.
in their brains have not, and they are still that sort of person, because then you trace back to their childhood, and they were doing everything for them. You know, I've got a friend, even laundry, even he pays somebody to do most of the small chaos like washing dishes and things. That to tell him, are you too busy really not to even clean your own house? You know, because he was never raised that. He had sisters, about 8 sisters. He was the only son, so everything was being done for him. His brain is such that I think a woman will have to do that because I saw my mother do it. I mean, there is those elements that past has caught up with him as an older person. Even his ideas, when you try to talk about sense that he comes and asks you a question, and you say, "Hold on a minute, this man can't handle this." You feel like, is there something wrong with this man? You can't even handle this. But that's all comes about because they were never mature enough. And you see them even with women, and women reject them because of that, and even the same thing with women as well.
Yes.
It works both ways.
Yes.
They reach their 50s and they can't handle certain things because they were never raised with the situation where they have to think for themselves and act as adults.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know we had that discussion with you as well before, but do you think that some women, what are the causes of waiting to 50 before finding relationship? Do you think that some women, and we're talking about women, I want you to give us the women side of it. Do you want you to give us the men's side of it? Do you think women would wait until they're over 50 and then they're like, oh my God, now I need to find love?
Yes.
What are the causes, some causes that would cause that?
I think from my experience, or from my experience, is the children. I think women, we normally say, I want my children to reach a certain age and then maybe I'll look for love. But until you think that your children can move out now, before that, like me, I used to say, I can never bring a man home. I can never be in a relationship until my children are settled. They've finished uni, gone, are working, and they are settled. And then I'll be comfortable to bring someone. I think most women, it's the children.
Okay.
Yeah.
So most women is the children. What if they don't have children? Because it's not everybody that has children.
That's true. If they don't have children, then I would think they're being too choosy. They're waiting for this tall, dark, and handsome. They haven't come yet.
The prince
Career.
The prince hasn't arrived yet. And the career,
or they're too busy with their career, I think
Okay.
most women,
What about the men aspect? What do you think?
Well, the main aspect is such that the question of waiting is it's most of us. It's the fact that you've been burnt before. You've had somebody, and then when you felt you're settled in your 30s, maybe 40s, and suddenly you're divorced. It could be your fault. It might not be your fault. It could be both ways in a way, where sometimes relationships are such that when there are things that happens, either you look to your eyes somewhere and something happened, but once you've had that and you're out of the house and you're on your own, then there is always that element that if I start something now, how is it going to end? I don't want to end up the way I did.
So we put.
There is always that.
Are you talking about
insecurity.
fear? So they put a defense mechanism.
Around.
The defense mechanism around, and you're like, no, I don't want anybody to touch this wall. So that is fear.
It's insecurity. Mostly insecurity. Most of the friends that I have, to a certain extent, and maybe I should add myself as well.
Are you single?
Ooh,
Are you single and searching?
No.
Or are you single and comfortable?
Listen.
Are you single and comfortable? Do you know this?
No, single
and
and
valuable.
No. Look at this. I'm more available.
Ladies are there. Ladies, there's a Ugandan man here.
You're telling me on air. I mean.
Yes. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
You might find the other rib.
Yeah.
That's true.
The rib. No. The thing is, it's okay. I'm single, but I'm not in the middle of searching as such, because the thing is that. After having gone through what I went through, it's like, okay, can I give myself more time? Pick my career up, that's one thing. Pick the career up. And secondly is that when I'm more secure, A, financially, B, in other things that I want to achieve. Because I realized when I was in relationships or such that there were certain things I should have got then, which would have helped me now in my career and everywhere. Which, I mean, some men succeed in that when they have good women, they push their careers and they become successful. But other men is such that, in my particular case, she wanted her career. And I thought, well, let her career go. Let's look her career. When her career picks up, then I'll probably push mine as well. But things didn't work that way. When mine picked up, when hers picked up, eventually she felt she was confident enough. She could do it.
There's no time for waiting.
There's no time for waiting for me. So that happens. And then it all happened. And when it comes to the UK here, it's even worse, where houses and the housing issue comes in, and you leave the house, and then everything you've worked for the last 30, 40 years.
What do you mean you leave the house? So it's okay for a woman to leave the house?
No, of course not. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying it's a huge inconvenience to most men, because obviously it's the way it is structured, this society is such that, even if you reach a compromise, they'll still say you've got to get out of this house because you are now, you are of course not taking the children, you have to go and find where to stay. You see, so
that's the fear.
Becomes it's wherever you're going to go, there is that insecurity.
Yes.
And then,
what if it happens again? What if it happens again?
What if it happens again? So you want to be secure in a sense that, okay, if it happens and I have £200,000 in my account,
I can get somewhere else like that.
I just go to the other house and get my house and get another job or get something and start all over again. So that's why I keep saying that with most of us men, if you have what do you call this, to fall on, if you have something to fall on, if you have something,
a
cushion you can land on, it gives you the confidence to do whatever you want to do. But if you have no cushion and you're going to start and then get another house, look at mortgages, look at, all these things start piling up. And when they pile up, oh my goodness, the taxman is there, everybody's there. And,
but don't wait for too long, because the muhogo might not be working by the time you're ready. the gun might not be working by the time you're ready.
Nowadays, the
gun might say, I'm tired.
Listen, nowadays there is the Viagra, there is this. my friend, even those even the 80 ones, there's even the African one which has come from Cameroon. Somebody was telling me.
Do you know many men have died because of Viagra?
No, forget about the English one or the American one.
No, it's the African men.
No, the African one is the best.
African men. What do you mean? Even African men have died because of Viagra.
But they've been using my grandfathers and all. They have been using the African one for the last.
No, because those
my grandfather lived at 101.
Yeah, because those days there was no chemicals.
Yeah.
Now there's too much chemicals around.
No, these ones are natural.
If your muogo stop working, that's your problem.
Yes.
You remember this day that I want to.
These ones are natural, my friend. These ones are natural. They don't go anywhere. Forget about the ones that are mixed up with all the kind of
chemicals.
No.
Okay.
You go to the African ones, yeah.
So somebody say hello. Who said mothers don't take dowry? Mine would, and I would too.
Yeah.
We were talking about dowry.
Yes.
No, a dad has no right to take the dowry if he was not part of the children. The dowry goes to where the kids were raised.
Okay.
Every father has a tradition to go by, tradition, and every tradition is for a man to take care of their children.
Yeah.
The right way is to go for their father if the father is responsible man. Mothers don't have a say. I think this now depends on where you come from.
That's true.
As from Meru, your mothers discuss with an axe. Damn, don't get married with the Meru woman, yeah? If you don't want axe. Agnes, we are off. Lydia, you said it before, let not man detect women. It's the man winning. For me, my relations take the dowry, not my new husband anyway. Yes, 50-50, come on teaching. God forbid that. We've spoken so many things. So these things, I don't even know what they're saying. They're there, those men. So I won't read everything. I'll just skip on because some things now, because we spoke about them. At the age of 50, nobody's focusing on money. It's all about love since money comes and go, which is true.
Yes.
So I think that is... Are you saying yes? You're the one who's talking about money a minute ago.
To a certain extent. I'm not saying completely, but to a certain extent, yes.
Somebody said, I think at the age of 50, you already know what you want.
That's true.
You pass through that experience, but you don't know what it's not everybody knows what they want. You know?
Most
Okay, Alice is right. It doesn't take 1 year for that. So I'm just reading things, guys, and then I'll give, because of time. Oh my God, this topic has been very interesting. Do you know, I've never been on air this long. My producers have never allowed me. But I know he's enjoying the topic as well.
Nice.
Because he's over 50, so he wants to find love.
Good.
And I've told him as well, him too, he shouldn't wait for long because Viagra might not work. That jumping in, that jumping in could be interpreted as being desperate. Sometimes we try too hard. Okay, so I just want to say thank you so much for everybody who came to watch the show. Thank you for your contribution, everybody. I'm so sorry that I didn't read everybody's contribution today, but I just want to say thank you so much for your comments, your contribution, your questions, the sharing, coming to watch. That's your time. Okay, so thank you so much for almost the 312 people who tuned in today to watch the show. So thank you so much. So Anne, your last remarks, please.
Yes, so I want to talk to every single person out there. We are having our Valentine's dinner and dance on the 3rd of February. So I want to ask all the men to come, including you and the producer as well.
The producer is not single, so he's not coming.
I was hoping you'd come.
His wife is very strict. She can come with acid.
Okay.
Yeah, so seriously, if you are single, please come to the dinner. You can contact, can I give my number?
Yes.
Okay. You can contact me on 079 31 91 3935, and yeah, I'll give you all the details to come to the dinner. And thank you so much, Lydia, for having me. I really appreciate it.
And where is it? Where is the dinner?
So the dinner will be at the Grand Meridian. It's in North London. I can give you all the details if you contact me. And yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes.
So our last remarks from our guest who just crashed the studio. He was not meant to be here, but when he came, he had me talking about men, and he was like, I'm joining this show. So Steve, your last remarks, please.
Well, all I have to say to every single man out there, well, take your time, especially in your 50. You've seen the scenes, you've moved around, you've seen what's happening. So be judgmental in the choices that you make, in a sense that you make the best choice so that you don't have to go back to the same mistakes that you made as a younger person. So that this time at least you make the right choices for you. You know.
Okay.
At least that's the story I go by. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. My last remarks just is, guys, marriage has no manual. If you meet a man or you meet a woman and you feel like you're vibing, this is what I want, go for it, especially if you're over 50. Don't sit and think, I want to date for 10 years. That means you'll be 60 and then think, oh, now I want to get married. Nobody, the guy will be like, no, the woman will be like, no. So guys, please, that's my advice. If you're vibing, you want to get married, fine, get married. If you meet somebody, again, you don't have to meet somebody just because you're desperate and you want to be in a relationship. So just be careful, be very mindful of who you date. And remember as well, if you're in domestic violence, guys, do not stay. That is a toxic relationship. So I'll say thank you very much, everybody, again. Until next week, my name is Lydia Tet Olet. As I log out, I'll see you again next week on Wednesday. Stand out, speak up. And always remember, it can only be God. Love you guys and see ya.
Do you require advice or representation regarding a personal injury or criminal matter? If the answer is yes, then you do not need to look any further. Aduku Solicitors is here to provide you with all the expert legal advice and representation you require.
Be it immigration, criminal law, appeal against conviction or appeal against sentence, family law, personal injury, civil litigation, employment law or housing law. Aduku Solicitors is your trusted one-stop legal services provider with expert solicitors and caseworkers on standby to assist. Our police station emergency number is 07792 459 339. You can also call Aduku Solicitors on 0207 183 1479. You can locate Aduku Solicitors at 662 Old Kent Road, London, SE15 1JF.
My name is Kofi Adoku. I'm a principal solicitor at Adoku Solicitors. I am also a GT solicitor. Anytime a person is arrested and taken to a police station, or if the police invite you to the police station for a voluntary interview, you have a right to free independent legal advice. Adoku Solicitors is authorized to provide free independent legal advice at police stations in England and Wales. So anytime you're taken to the police station, remember to say that your solicitors are Adoku Solicitors.
Are you in the UK and in need of immigration help? Do you require expert legal representation to regularise your stay or renew your existing leave to remain? Do you require advice or representation regarding a personal injury or criminal matter? If the answer is yes, then you do not need to look any further. Aduku Solicitors is here to provide you with all the expert legal advice and representation you require.
Be it immigration, criminal law, appeal against conviction or appeal against sentence, family law, personal injury, civil litigation, employment law or housing law. Aduku Solicitors is your trusted one-stop legal services provider with expert solicitors and caseworkers on standby to assist. Our police station emergency number is 07792 459 339. You can also call Aduku Solicitors on 0207 183 1479. You can locate Aduku Solicitors at 662 Old Kent Road, London, SE15 1JF.
My name is Kofi Adoku. I'm a principal solicitor at Adoku Solicitors. I am also a GT solicitor. Anytime a person is arrested and taken to a police station, or if the police invite you to the police station for a voluntary interview, you have a right to free independent legal advice. Adoku Solicitors is authorized to provide free independent legal advice at police stations in England and Wales. So anytime you're taken to the police station, remember to say that your solicitors are Adoko's solicitors.
Are you in the UK and in need of immigration help?